Okay, so let's talk about the tracker. Okay, we saw very basic things. And this thing, when do you want to use the tracker? That's the first question. You have to use the tracker when there's a camera movement or a character's movement or both. And why you want to use it in color? Because sometimes maybe you just want to change, for example, in this, I see that there's too much saturation on his face probably, so I would like to turn it a bit down. And I want it to only affect the face. Okay, I don't want to affect anything else apart from the face. So I'm gonna go here to where my nodes are, and first thing I'm gonna create a new node, and this is gonna be my mask node. So I'm gonna just go to window here, same thing as we saw, create a mask. You just adapt the mask. In that case, it's his face that we want to just this red, make it a bit less, so we're gonna just move the saturation a bit down of his face, not that much. Also, we can change a bit the highlights. We can put him a bit more highlight so it's not as dark. Okay, and also even the gain a bit blue, I mean, just for us to see. Okay, and now once we got that, we got our mask. We're gonna go here next to the window tracker, and we're gonna track it. So first, look at this image. This image has a camera movement, and now the mask is not at the face, it's not at the place we wanted. Okay, so it's not gonna work properly, right? So what we need to do is go here to this interface. We see a lot of elements, but we're gonna just press track forward. And as you can see, it's creating automatically this mask and following his face. However, the mask is too big, maybe, so we need to put it a bit like this. And make sure I'm at the start point. I'm at the starting point. And already has created this here because I modified the mask. Okay, so now he's at his face. Okay, saturation. Just for you to see, I'm exaggerating a lot, but it's working. It just sometimes are very subtle, these things, and you might not see it. Now, another thing we can see is all these graphics here. Okay, this represents the modifications of the mask. So for example, the mask, the way it tracks, the way it uses to track is by panning, tilt, zoom, rotate, or perspective 3D. We can see here that, for example, I don't think there is, yeah, there's a bit of perspective 3D. Okay, each one of these elements, you can see here, if we press play, if we just press space. Another thing, if you do, well, you can see here that there's in different places, there's different numbers. And for example, now imagine that it's like this. We do it again, Command C, Command C, Command C. Okay, just for you to see one thing. And now I create a new mask again. Create a new mask like this. I'm gonna put it the hue different, so well, maybe not that. No, the shadows a bit higher. Okay, so we can see clear highlights, saturation down because it's too red. Okay, something like this, right? And now if I press space, I go to the tracker and I press space. Remember that we are reproducing the timeline. So we haven't said to the tracker to track what we want. We need to use these ones here. I'm telling this because sometimes you press space, it's not tracking. No, because you need to press here. To press here so it does the mask and all that. Okay. Things we can do with this perspective, rotate, and having said that, done this parenthesis, things we can do with that, we can select what we want. For example, if I don't want him to rotate the mask, we just turn this off and it's not gonna rotate. As you can see now, this line, it's just at 0 and it's gonna remain at 0 through all of this space. Now, if we, for example, here, I would like maybe to change here, I would like to change the mask here that grabs a bit of this wall. I go here, frame then. Okay, I can move with the keyboard arrows as always. I go here now, frame, and I just adapt it as I want the mask to. So I can do it manually too, frame by frame, if I want. Or I can just first do clip and then adjust the places that I think could be better with each one. And as you can see, as the keyframes, so each change we apply, are gonna be represented of here. These are the changes you applied to the mask, obviously. Okay, so this is basically how you track. It's very handy and it's very easy, this interface, okay? It's basically how it works, okay? You have these options and it's automatic, really. My advice, again, would be to do first clip, see how the tracker reads it, and then you can go frame and do these key points and adjust your mask. Okay, so now we're gonna, after this, we're gonna see some more things of this color page, and then we're gonna jump to color page part 2.